Good morning, y'all. It is day 46. Day 46. I had a good stay last night. The hiccups aside, getting into my geodome, little space tent thing. I enjoyed it. It was a really nice little pad. The bed was really comfortable. They had a really nice shower set up and everything, even though I didn't use it this morning. I did brush my teeth, but it was pretty nice. Like there were a lot of trains. I don't know what's up with these quiet places that want to have their trains, but this is another like 4 to 6 train night. But whatever, who cares? Like half of them came through while I was laying there staring at the stars, anyways. So, I mean, is it really that big of a deal? No. But I slept like a baby. And I woke up this morning in a dome, looking at the trees, looking at all the condensation that could have been on me and was not. That was pretty nice. However, I do want to get back into a tent because it's been too long since I've been in my tent. And I want to sleep outside, which is what I'm doing. So, the plan today, should I choose to accept it, or if it holds water, is to drive down to Missoula today. So my orienteering event is tomorrow, like afternoon. But and I was planning to kind of cruise just right on into Missoula and do whatever, but I'm like, to heck with that. I found a campground that looks pretty good. That's a little ways south of Missoula. Maybe, I don't know how far. I'm going to map it at some point whenever I stop. I'm going to map it. But it's a little ways south of there. And then I can just go in and out of town from there, Plus, I'll be in the woods, which would be nice. So, I'm going to do that. Camp out around Missoula for a couple of days. And then we're going to see some Missoulan stuff. What does it have to offer? I hear it's pretty nice. I hear it's a pretty nice town. So, I'm excited to check it out. In any case, I think that's all the news that is news this morning. I'm going to find me some breakfast here pretty soon. But other than that, it's just going to be drinking in beautiful views and enjoying a nice Montana cruise, It's a beautiful day to be alive, folks. A beautiful day to be alive. This is out here on the side of the road at Flathead Lake. This thing is huge and beautiful. Kind of like me. So I'm set up here at the Lolo Creek campground. I got the one with lots of space so I could set up my hammock. There were a bunch that were probably more reasonable for one person, but I just didn't have the trees for it. You can see these work really good, and you know, since I'm going to be popping out for a little bit, I did my hammock in the batten down, please don't get my stuff wet configuration. Essentially, I just don't like guy it out, you know, do like all of that work. I kind of tie them together so that it just wraps up, and then, you know, I mean, if it's like a crazy storm, it's not going to stop anything. But the clouds have been, I don't know, in and out, and I'm not really sure that they're going to do anything. But, you know, better safe than sorry. Or I guess better safe than soggy. So, yeah, I'm going to pop out of here and kind of get a look around. This is a nice little campground, by the way. Reasonably priced. Paid for one night. I'm going to see what happens. You know, my event is in is in Missoula tomorrow, which is not that far. Maybe about 30-minute drive from here. But I'm not really sure if I'm going to come back here or find somewhere else, head further south. I'm not really sure. But this was a pretty nice and relatively close spot. Plus there's a spot like right down here where it crosses the Lolo Creek, and it looked nice. So, you know, I mean, I'll get a couple of shots of that, and I think I might head. I might go see if there's something to get into in Missoula, or just get where I got some reception and can pull up some trail maps and see if there's like some hiking I can get into, because I'd like to do some of that. We'll see. I'm gonna go figure something out. So I'm back in Missoula hanging out, and you know, mostly I wanted to get where I could get some service, and I tried to, like, there was nowhere closer than Missoula. So is what it is. You know, wanted to find some hiking trails and stuff, and I was gonna double check the information on the race for tomorrow. Mostly to see like what time it starts. Well, I got to the website to look at it, and it looks like it's been changed, because it was originally supposed to be tomorrow, and now it's on Sunday, and I never received an email about that. So I mean, that's like today's Wednesday. Yeah, you know, as much as I love orienteering, I am not staying in Missoula until the 25th, just to run a mass start event at the university. I sent them an email through their website, and hopefully it's wrong on the website, but I doubt that. So I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you guys, you know, like getting down here, I'm kind of feeling a little bit. I know I'm like already like a couple weeks close to the end of my trip, but I kind of starting to feel like I just want to go home. You know, like, I don't know how much more dilly-dallying I feel like. You know, like I want to get home and do home stuff. You know, like I kind of feel like just having a week at home to paint and hike and just kind of generally do things at home that, in Tucson that I like to do and get myself reacclimated. Like, that kind of feels like a good idea to me. I'm not always, quick to pull the trigger on a decision like that, especially since I'm already I'm like beyond the furthest point that I was going on this trip, right? So it's all essentially towards the house, no matter what. The only wrench in that would be that I, bought a ticket to see a show next week, and I kind of felt like doing that, but at the same time, in the moment, I'm feeling like I don't even care about that. Like, I do, but I'm just, it's been a lot of days. It's been a lot of days on the road. And, with the sickness and all of that stuff, and I don't know, starting to feel a bit run down. So, I'm going to make a decision on that, but I think I'm going to probably just, start heading a little more directly to my home. There's still more to come. I'm not done. But I might, instead of it being stretched out over a longer period, it might just be like the next few days or something. So we'll see. But for now, I'm in a nice little park. This is pretty chill. A little local park. Had some shade. Saw some squirrels and birds. People playing. This looks like a memorial park. Anyways, I mean, that's all. That's really it. That's all there is to say about that. I'm gonna, hope that the folks at Grizzo can get back to me about this event. And if it is tomorrow, then I'm gonna hang out. If not, then in the morning I'm just gonna push on. But Missoula does seem pretty cool, and a place that I would be glad to come back to, which will probably happen considering that this is where Grizzo is located, and they have events around here. And I just got conked in the head by a damn acorn, man. Solid. Alright. That's that. Later.